A beautiful welcome to you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am Zagiti Machaka and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy and you stay and become a member here. And for those who have been here and are coming back again and again, I truly appreciate your support and thank you so much for sticking by and watching and commenting and liking. I appreciate that so much. All right, let's get. I've got an intro video now. Hey, night, it's coming. Well, it's bound to be a good conversation. It's ATM after all. In celebration of Women's Month, Happy Women's Month, Happy Women's Month in South Africa. Tenji, why not just, you know, just a little bit. I hope you're enjoying the month so far and that you've also had a beautiful Women's Day. And I won't even dive into that. I'm sure you've had an amazing time, and that's good to hear. But inside of that, I just thought, why not begin a series on teacher diaries? Before you switch off, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. This will just be a segment that is speaking on everything teacher diaries in terms of the teachers that have impacted my life, how I am as a teacher, information. German, now you'll relate. Promise you'll relate in one way or another. So stick by as we begin this new series of teacher diaries. Started off, I am speaking on teachers who have, I'm remembering and reminiscing on teachers who have impacted my life or influenced my life or just shaped my life or touched my heart in one way or another. And I'm sure as I talk, you'll just also remember now that teacher or whoever, that teacher in your life that has really touched your life in one way or another. Me, yeah. There's a teacher in grade 3. I was in grade 3 at Kaselihle in Newcastle. Oh, Miss Mlambo. My heart just smiles. So this day, my transport left me. Grade 3. Imagine like transport. And I think we're going to men. Okay, anyway. That's not the point. My transport driver left me, and I was sitting outside the school premises, and I was waiting for my transport, and there was nothing happening. And then she came to me and asked me, "Okay, what's happening?" But what I really remember is me being in her car. It's a Toyota Corolla, that bluish one. Oh, that ride home was so beautiful, Kesana. I remember myself looking out the window and I was so touched. And to this day, I'm so moved by the kindness that she had to take me home. Like it's big for me. Like it's big to this day. How many years later? That was so touching. That was so touching. That level of kindness. And I don't know whether she spoke to my mom or not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how she knew where I was going. Did I direct her? I don't know. I don't remember most of any other thing around that experience, but the fact that she took me home. She took me home, and that was very heartwarming for me. That was very heartwarming. My second teacher that I still remember to this day is Miss Shabalala. Ma'am Shabalala. Oh my goodness. I was now into work, and I was in grade 6, John Mitchell Primary School, and woo, well there. I knew I was her favorite. Like I knew I was her right hand girl. There was me and just some other boy. Yeah, I was her right hand. He was the left hand. It was working together. Okay, in such a way that I was her water girl. But once there's levels to this thing. Once you become a water girl, that means hygienically and every this teacher trusts you so much. Okay, I think I think now reverting back to that mentally, I'm like, yeah, nah, that was a level and a half. But even now, I knew it in a level inside, you know. Um, so yeah, I was a water girl, but she needed some water. I would get her some water, and even really the class knew, Marage didn't mind. It was so good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I felt seen. I felt I can't speak for others, but myself. I felt seen, and I really enjoyed being in her presence and in her class, and it was beautiful for me. The last teacher that I want to reflect on right now is Miss Nutsa. Oh man. If you know, you know. In Springs Girls High, she was my teacher, Afrikaans teacher. But man, her heart, the genuineness of her heart. Oh man. Ish, but again, we were kids, we were kids sometimes, but I saw the genuineness of her heart, her compassion, her, you would, she's a teacher who would feel so much compassion towards a learner that should even cry, like should be so touched by something that she would cry and you're just thinking, okay man, Johnny. But oh, she had such a genuine heart, a beautiful heart. Oh man, I'll never forget that woman, the warmth, the kindness. And I'm actually realizing as I'm telling this that I really um was attracted the most to the compassion and the kindness and the genuineness of the teachers that I had experienced, like these ones that I've just mentioned. But nowhere in any of this did it click in my mind or was it sparked in my heart that, hey, I can also be a teacher. I want to. No, no, it was not the case. It was not the case. But I knew that I wanted to work with young people. I wanted to work with children. I wanted to impact their lives in one way or another. But little did I know that I'll find myself in a classroom. Which leads to the question of how did I become a teacher again? well, um, well, the first reason is the one that I've just mentioned, that I really loved the idea of working with children, but I wanted to maybe become a pediatrician. Yeah, there was a phase in my life where I was just like, yeah, pediatrician all the way. And then I realized that I'm not a fan of blood. But I don't know, was that a way to get me out of it? I don't know. And then um I wanted things that related to children. That's one thing I knew for sure, and people to a certain extent. So that's one reason. Another reason is that, well, when I was trying to apply to university, well, all the other things I was applying for were not, yeah, it was not going well. Because I tried to, but I think I was a bit confused. I think I was a bit confused. And honestly, God came and saved the day because I was not applying for education at all. I was, oh, what's that now? I was not applying for education to become a teacher at all. I applied at different universities, but into that was not working out. My APS was not so, you know, it was not the best APS. Like, yeah, contrary to popular belief, it was not the best APS. And I applied for radiology, but it was there. But I think my physics was not on there. Yabo. It was APSing, but not yabo. It was like, so university wise, I applied. Yes, I applied all over, but I had one university that I wanted to go to with all my heart. And those days would the level of faith I had. I was just like, I am going there. Lapo, I got, I think, about two rejection letters from there. Yeah, two rejection letters. I'm just like, okay, I see your rejection letter, but I'm coming. I'm coming. And I stressed my mom out by that because she's just like, hey, but I really wanted to go to this university. So, and there was no other reason. Like, there was no reason. I just liked it and I desired to go there. And I had the faith for it. I believed God for it and I trusted the Lord for it. And then my mom one morning, she's like, you know what? Oh no, that morning we went to spa together, and then she bumped into another lady that we knew. The lady's like, yeah, she can study education. There's bursaries actually, funza bursaries and all of that. Yeah, well, my mom applied. I'm like, okay, but I know I want to go there. She applied, and yeah, my mom was applying for me. She applied, and then oh, accepted. It was amazing. I was excited to be accepted in university. But what I liked about studying education is that I knew that I wasn't blocked. I could still go into child psychology, and because I like psychology and working with people's minds and especially children. So for me it was not far from what I wanted, but I knew that I wanted to continue studying after that. Yeah, and I didn't want to stay as a teacher for a long time. Mhm. Yeah. So when got into university, studied education. It was quite interesting. Yeah, I learned a lot. Got studied mainly in mathematics and life skills and all of that, primary school level. And yeah, I got into the classroom and it was quite interesting. That's where we're going to put a pause on today's one. Yes, next week we'll be speaking on how the actual experience I've had in the classroom, the highs and the lows. And after that, we'll be talking about how it is in my classroom, how I've made, well, how's my classroom environment, and. So it's going to be interesting and quite informative, maybe, and just good entertainment for and just good entertainment for someone maybe. So just stick by, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'd like to hear from you on that one teacher you feel that has impacted your life or touched your life or you just won't forget. There's also the at the end of the teacher that you just like, lo, if we were to if I were to see this teacher today, things wouldn't end well, but that's not where we are today. Yeah, so yeah, that's Teacher Diaries part 1. I hope you do enjoy the video. You did enjoy the video, and if you did enjoy it, like the video, please. And thank you so much for stopping by. I am Zagiti M. Zagiti Machaka. I like the sound of Zagiti M. It gives this nice ring to it. Anyway, hope you enjoy your day and your week, and much love. God bless.